Hey guys, if you have been following my channel as of late, I recently decided to test the waters with my very first junior hockey video. And in that video, I shared my thoughts on new uniforms unveiled by the Calgary Hitmen of the Western Hockey League, which is one of three major junior hockey leagues that formed the Canadian Hockey League. Now, in that video, I shared my thoughts on a WHL team, and to be honest, I really enjoyed making that video. So I've decided that I'm going to try another junior video, except this time around, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on an Ontario Hockey League team. And in case anyone's wondering, there's the Western Hockey League, the Ontario Hockey League, and the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, and those three leagues formed the Canadian Hockey League, just in case anyone's wondering. But anyways, in this video, I'm going to share my thoughts on a new third jersey just unveiled by the Kingston Frontenacs of the Ontario Hockey League. Anyways, without further ado, this is the Kingston Frontenacs new third jersey. And if you watch the NHL and you happen to follow a certain team in California called the Anaheim Ducks, you could probably tell by now already that this is just basically a recolored Anaheim Ducks jersey. Which, for a junior hockey team, it's not so bad. But in my opinion, it's disappointing. Like, if you're going to use another team's jersey template, in my opinion, you should use something you should use a good template. Like, for example, use the Detroit Red Wings template, or use the Chicago Blackhawks, or the Montreal Canadiens. Use something that looks good. Like, if you're going to use a jersey template, folks, I don't recommend ever using the Anaheim Ducks current jersey template as of 2016. And by Anaheim Ducks jersey template, I'm specifically talking about the Anaheim Ducks home jersey template. As for their road jersey template, with the shoulder yoke, in my opinion, it's much, much better. Still not my favorite, but if they would have just stuck a shoulder yoke on this, in my opinion, it would have been far, far better than what they actually unveiled. And in this case, it's like, I love the golden yellow. It's one of my favorite colors, and I think Kingston did a fantastic job with their roundel logo, because it actually, in the past, Kingston used to have their logo, it was practically the Boston Bruins logo with a K in it instead of a B. And this roundel, in my opinion, is a nice touch to that, or a nice little tribute to that era. So the color's great. The color scheme, I love the color scheme of the Frontenacs. And the logo in this case is really nice. But the jersey itself, like, I'm disappointed. I mean, I wish they would have gone with something more simple. Or if they really wanted to do this whole modern third jersey, which according to their press release, the Frontenacs said they wanted to go with something modern, I wish they would have been more original and actually tried something different. Like, if you're going to make a third jersey and you want something different, I would rather you either go with something more traditional that's going to look really nice, or try something different and be original. Like, in this case, you know, if there's any template you can copy, in my opinion, the Anaheim Ducks jersey template right now is one of the worst ones you can pick. And this jersey's disappointing. Like, right off the bat, I hate the phantom shoulder yoke. And I also don't like the side panels very much. Like, the striping on the arms is good. It's good in Anaheim's case too, but I wish it would have striping around the waist. But anyways, if you're kind of wondering about the Anaheim Ducks home jersey, I'm just going to show that to you viewers real quick here. Let's see. Okay. So just in case you may be wondering where I'm coming from in terms of Kingston just using Anaheim's jersey template, here's Anaheim's home jersey. As you can see, it also has a phantom shoulder yoke. It used to have the same color as the Frontenacs until the 2014-15 season when the Ducks made this their full-time home jersey and finally ditched the Anaheim Duck jerseys that just had the full script on the front. And as you can see, there's the phantom shoulder yoke, the side panels, the angled arm striping, and in my personal opinion, it's really disappointing that Kingston just went copy and paste, or copy, recolor, and paste. And I wish they would have done something more original. Like, for example, even in this case here, I'm just going to find it real quick. Oh, I hear some beeping outside. See, something like this old Frontenacs third jersey would have been a real nice choice. I mean, I would have put that waist stripe on the arms as well, but this is actually a nice, decent jersey. And something like this would have looked really good. And what also disappoints me is the fact that here's Kingston's home jersey, and here's their away jersey. Like, these two jerseys are really nice, especially the white one in my opinion. And it's disappointing that Kingston made a third jersey that's not even close to being even half as good as these. And I think that kind of sucks. I mean, it's not as bad because it's a junior hockey team, but it could have been a lot worse. I'd rather a junior team do that than an NHL one. But nevertheless, I still think Kingston could have done better. Like, honestly, if they really wanted to do something modern, like, I'm not saying to do what the Penguins did 21 years ago, as of this video, and do something weird, but they could have tried something new. Like, you see what I'm saying here? Like, when Pittsburgh made this jersey over 20 years ago, they tried something different. They didn't just take another team's jersey template and slap their logo on it and recolor it. Like, they actually went and tried something different. And although, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this Penguins jersey as seen right here. You know, one thing I do respect about it compared to Kingston's new third jersey was that they were at least willing to try something different and be creative. And that's one thing that honestly really disappoints me about Kingston's new third jersey, especially since they really, really wanted to go and do something more modern as a third jersey. And I wish Kingston would have done something more like that. But anyways, oh, what the heck's that? Okay, never mind. See, if I was the one designing this jersey, what I would have done is I would have taken the black and white stripes on the socks, put them together and closed out and taken out that yellow gap between them, put a smaller black stripe on top of the white one, stuck that striping around the waist and around the arms, and given this jersey a black shoulder yoke and a lace-up collar. Like, something like that would have looked really, really nice, and the roundel would have looked really nice on it, because you've got a great logo and a great jersey color, but you've got such a disappointing jersey. Like, the Anaheim Ducks jersey template, guys, come on, you can do better. Like, at least try something different. Like, you're a junior hockey team. You can get away with it more so than the NHL guys. Like, come on. But if I had my way, I would have done something really nice and traditional. And with a team like Kingston that has such nice home and away jerseys, you know, Kingston's really done a great job of taking a very, very old Boston Bruins look and really making it their own. And compared to the other teams in the Canadian Hockey League, Kingston really not only has their own unique look, but they also have a very nice old school look, and it looks great in my opinion. And I don't know how many people would agree with me on that, but I think Kingston's uniforms, their home and away ones, are some of the best in the whole CHL. And I think it's a shame that their third jersey isn't even half as good. Like, this is disappointing. Like, their old third jersey with the black shoulder yoke and the Kingston word mark on the front is much better than this. And even if Kingston did something like what I just suggested with the black and white stripes together with a smaller black one on top of the white stripe, put that around the waist and the arms with a black shoulder yoke and a lace-up, something like that would have looked really nice. And I'm disappointed that Kingston didn't do that and instead just went with a recolored Anaheim Ducks jersey. And you know, if they really wanted to be modern, I wish they would have actually tried something different and tried to be somewhat original. Like, you know, just taking an Anaheim Ducks jersey template. I know I've said it once or twice now, and I apologize, but, you know, in my opinion, it's kind of disappointing. Like, I know it's only a junior team, but I still think Kingston could have done better, especially when they have such nice home and away jerseys, at least in my opinion. Also, as much as I'm not a big fan of Kingston's new third jersey because it's just a recolored Anaheim Ducks home jersey, you know what? If they would have just added a black shoulder yoke just like Anaheim's road jersey, in my opinion, it would have looked a lot better. And in fact, I actually made a quick mock-up of what it would look like with a black shoulder yoke. So here is a quick little mock-up that I made in a couple minutes. And not only does it look 10 times better without the shoulder yoke piping, but with a black shoulder yoke, as far as I'm concerned, it makes this jersey look quite a bit more balanced. And I think it's a shame because if Kingston would have just added a black shoulder yoke, in my personal opinion, this third jersey would actually be a much, much more tolerable jersey than what they actually came up with. And after having a moment to see what this jersey would have looked like with a black shoulder yoke, I'm scratching my head because this actually looks a lot better than what it does without it. And as much as I would have much preferred to have either seen Kingston either go with a traditional look or a modern look that was actually something original and something creative, this would have actually been half decent, and it would have been passable as a third, even though I am still disappointed that all they did was copy the Anaheim Ducks jersey template. But as I say that though, this with a black shoulder yoke is actually not all that bad. It actually looks not too bad at all. But anyways, let me see here real quick. Is there anything else I wanted to add? At this point in time, that's it for that. So anyways, with that, that's my thoughts on Kingston's new third jersey. Like, I definitely think that Kingston could have done a much better job with it. But for a third jersey, to change it up, it's not terrible, but it's really disappointing that they just recolored an Anaheim Ducks jersey. Like, of all the templates you can take, why the Anaheim Ducks one? That phantom shoulder yoke and the side panels, it's never been a good look in my opinion. And that's also why a lot of people, and from what I've heard, have really grown to like Anaheim's new orange Mighty Ducks inspired third jersey. Like, that jersey's fantastic, and I hope that it takes over, like, as their home jersey with a matching road jersey. But as much as I'd want a few changes done to it, even in its current form, Anaheim's third jersey is much better than their home one. And I hope that they make it their home jersey someday. It deserves it, in my opinion, anyway. So, before I finish up this video, there's one more thing that I want to quickly mention. And it's that I just noticed yesterday, as of this video, today is September 16th, I believe. Yes, it is. So today it's September 16th, and yesterday I noticed that I have an old Color Rush uniform video about the NFL's Color Rush uniforms, in case for you folks who follow the NFL. And that video just said Color Rush uniforms. NFL Color Rush uniforms. And just in case anyone's wondering, I went back and slightly changed the name of the video. And I did not do much. I just put in brackets 2015 season. And I apologize if the title of that video was misleading. And, you know, as I said in my 1-year channel review, I don't like misleading titles. And I feel bad because I'm pretty sure some of the viewers in the past few days have probably went to watch that video thinking they were getting my thoughts on all of the brand spanking new Color Rush uniforms. And in that video, even though I did talk about Color Rush uniforms that were part of the unveiling a few days ago, as of this video, the problem is that in that video I only shared my thoughts on the Color Rush uniforms unveiled last year, such as the Buffalo Bills all red look, Dallas's all solid white look, and the Jacksonville Jaguars with their all sand uniform. And pretty much those uniforms, those Color Rush uniforms from last year, were the only ones that I talked about in that video, because I made that video on Christmas Eve of last year in 2015. So if anybody watching this video saw that video and were hoping to see the current brand spanking new Color Rush uniforms for 2016, my apologies. I did not mean to do that. I made sure, as of yesterday, I made sure to put in brackets 2015 season, so that people know that if they're watching that video, they're only getting my thoughts on the ones unveiled last year. So anyways, once again, my apologies if anybody found the title of that video slightly misleading. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, until next time, take care and bye for now. And I hope you enjoyed the video.